everyone, Derek here, Digital IQ, and today we're out in the community talking astronomy with my mate here, Phil. G'day, Phil.
G'day, Derek. How are you, mate?
Good to see you, mate. So, Phil, tell the folks at home a little bit about who you are.
Well, Phil Betts is my name, and I have a passion for developing tourism and science facilities for our region. And I think, having been a member of the Tamworth Regional Astronomy Club, there's a very large, enthusiastic group of people that actually want to create that facility that allows tourism and education for the broader community.
Fantastic. It's been really interesting getting around the Tamworth Regional Astronomy Centre today, and I'd heard about it, but this is the first time I've been through. So where did your passion come from in this space, Phil?
Well, it actually came because we were helping a person out that had a dream of creating a dome of his own, and that just didn't happen. But then as that process really started to eventuate, it became evident that there was the need to have some outlets for recreational science and astronomy and education for Tamworth, and that's really the driver for me. And it's only been in recent years that I realised that Tamworth needs that.
Mm-hmm. So Phil, I've been getting around the region for a while, and I've met many hundreds, if not thousands of folks around the region, particularly Tamworth. Some big picture ideas we've been talking about today, and looking at the future of tourism and obviously astronomy. Paint us a bit of a picture. What are some of the three or so ideas that you see as big growth opportunities for Tamworth?
Look, I think that there's probably far more than three great opportunities, but I think the fact that we're on the edge of the renewable energy zone, the opportunities there for this region, not only Tamworth, but region, is absolutely significant, because we have the green energy, the renewable energy sources that are on the New England, and to be able to capture that in, say, the pumped hydro at Dungown Dam, also possibility of even manufacturing hydrogen here in our region, really allows us to capitalise on the futuristic approach of new energy forums.
Yeah, we're pretty blessed around our neck of the woods, and we've got some big industries, and natural resource extraction is really big and important to our area, and having a plan for the future, it's exciting to hear. And I haven't heard too much of this conversation, Phil, so driving the visions there, good stuff.
That's right, yeah.
Absolutely. So we've been talking tourism, we've been talking new industries of the future. Phil, I also remember somewhere on the way we were talking a little bit about the space industry. So good opportunities.
The Australia has a space industry now, and to have the opportunity for young students to get involved in the STEM, the science, technology, engineering, maths program, will really give the grounding for the opportunity for those children to become scientists and manufacturers of the future that are heavily involved in the space industry.
100%. And I'm very blessed because I get to work with a lot of startups, people starting out in business, in fact many hundreds around the region, but particularly Tamworth. And it's one of those key areas, science, technology, engineering and mathematics, and that was really inspiring listening to your vision around education today as well, Phil. So you've got some ideas on that space?
We certainly have, and we're working with the education system. The Director of Public Education here in Tamworth has also the private education to actually align the curriculum, the science curriculum, with this astronomy experience that we have here in the Astronomy Club.
Fantastic. So thinking down the track as well, and sort of vision that goes well with having a solid leader at the top, I'd suggest, Phil.
Well, yes, I think all organisations have a solid leader, but you can only have a solid leader if you have a good team. And the team is not only within the club, but it is in the broader community as well.
Absolutely.
You have to have the community, the broad community as the team. It's certainly evident in this Tamworth Regional Astronomy Club. The community is absolutely behind it and becoming far more interested in where we're at.
So there you have it, folks. Business-wise, we've been talking tourism, new industries of the future, and some big visions with Phil Betts. For the community groups, and Phil, this is just a slightly different angle. It's been interesting talking with you today, and did you know nationally up to 26% of people over the age of 65 never use the internet around Australia?
Exactly, and I think that's something that is huge opportunities that we can capitalise on, because people, just because they retire, and that doesn't mean that they can't be actively involved in business, recreation, and I think we need to capitalise on that as a region, and there are opportunities now just enormous opportunities that are coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've been very privileged and very fortunate to meet many community groups that are doing work, particularly for hobbies and skills for seniors around the area. And incredible groups around Tamworth and good opportunities in that space. So Phil, safety, security and people at home that might be at risk of isolation, do you see how technology may be able to assist folks like that?
Look, it's evolving virtually day by day. It's opportunities now for people to have CCTV cameras that are basically state of the art, that they can actually see images no matter where they are on the world and in their home, and it really allows a great deal of security, and that can be even beamed into law enforcement agencies as well, so that level of security. Probably just as important from the broader community perspective is we need to have community-wide CCTV that actually really captures any unsavoury behaviour, no matter where it is, whether it's in the business community or out in the residential areas or rural areas.
Fantastic. So thinking about safety and security for community around the Tamworth area is obviously something that is on the list for Phil.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else you want to talk about just before we go?
I think that's pretty good, mate.
No, very exciting day today with Phil, and yes, he's a guy that's got big ideas and a vision, but most importantly as well, can deliver. And so that was one thing that I've learned a little bit about Phil today. So watch this space, and looking forward to catching up in the near future, Phil, and seeing the exciting things you're working on.
Thanks, mate. Been a pleasure talking to you.
See everyone soon. Bye for now.